Crime o'clock, baby.
You could make a feature-length film with all these bloopers. The Free Guy cast and crew seemed to have a ton of fun on set, which led to these hilarious bloopers. Let's see how many we can find hiding around Free City.
That is unexpectedly hot. It's like losing my virginity, but in my mouth.
Who knew getting coffee could be so exciting? Reynolds improvised a bunch of different lines during the scene where he gets his daily coffee. Reynolds' exaggerated facial expressions, along with his ridiculous one-liners, were enough for the actress working with him and some of the crew members to break into laughter.
Hottest beverage ever. I'm going straight to the hospital.
Only someone as amazingly odd as Ryan Reynolds could come up with the line,
Oh, it's like heaven wept in my mouth.
"We don't blame them for laughing."
Wow, who put a flavor grenade in my mouth? Pull the pin.
A bright light on set accidentally turning on during a take was all Taika Waititi and Joe Keery needed to start goofing around. As soon as the light turned on, Waititi immediately stopped delivering his line and gave a perplexed look in the direction of the light. Keery joked,
"They're here,"
as a reference to an alien invasion, and Waititi promptly started to be beamed up. Taika Waititi was a delight to work with, according to the cast and crew. Actress Jodie Comer said she would come to set on her off days just to watch him. One great example of Waititi's riffing abilities came when he improvised a bunch of different lines about why sequels are better, including a puntacular Steven Seagal joke.
Who's the best martial artist in the whole wide world? Steven Seagal.
Director Sean Levy praised Waititi's comedic abilities.
Taika Waititi takes an already funny script and is riffing on a level that is freaking sublime.
Waititi was able to make something as mundane as peeling tape up into a funny moment. When the director called for him to move over a little bit, Waititi started to remove his marker tape, but had some trouble. His inability to get the tape up, paired with his impression of a child complaining, had everyone laughing.
It's so sticky.
Channing Tatum plays a video game character in the film, and the person controlling him in the real world is a streamer who goes by the name Revenjamin Buttons. This name gave Tatum quite a difficult time, as he kept getting tongue-tied when trying to deliver his line. We don't know how long it took, but he was eventually able to get out a clean take.
I hate this word. I hate this name.
Channing Tatum had trouble with another line during the same scene as his Revenjamin Buttons blunder. This line was,
It's crime o'clock, baby.
simple enough, but Tatum accidentally added a W to the word baby, resulting in a hilarious blooper.
It's crime o'clock, baby.
It's
During a setup for a take, the director yelled to Joe Keery to back up, and Waititi wasted no time piling on, yelling at Joe to back it up.
Back up. Back up.
When they did the take again, it was the same result, with the director asking Joe to back up, and Waititi enthusiastically seconding that command.
Back up, Joey. I need you on the you back up.
Lil Rel Howery improvised a ridiculous backstory for a random character, when his character Buddy was explaining all the security guards he knows. He made up a story about a guy named Frank Crazy Legs Wims, and explained all the weird things his legs do, including a weird shuffle and how they look like a zero. This, of course, resulted in laughter.
Very confusing.
One very simple yet funny blooper involved a crew member that accidentally wandered into the shot. They realized their mistake and immediately ran out of frame, as everyone seemed bewildered by the seemingly brazen act. Taika Waititi's childlike humor was on full display during this outtake. A crew member asked Waititi to stand in frame for quote, 1 second. Of course, Waititi took this literally, popping into frame for a mere second and popping back out.
Good morning, Goldie.
Ryan Reynolds didn't hold back when talking to his goldfish. Their interactions in the movie may seem friendly, but this outtake shows Reynolds wasn't messing around behind the scenes. Poor Goldie.
Don't be a Goldie.
Getting tongue-tied seems to be a running theme for the actors in this film. Lil Rel was trying to say the word mermaids, but it somehow got jumbled into man-murd. Howery was as perplexed by the blooper as we are, and kept trying to figure out just exactly what he had said.
Man-made? I don't know.
Mermans.
Yet another tongue-tied moment comes again from Howery. In this instance, Howery was playing with actor Aaron Reed's pecs, who played Dude in the movie. He was trying to say, he's spectacular, but instead said,
He's spectacular!
when Blue Shirt Guy puts on the glasses for the first time after having his memory erased, he is taken aback by what he sees. Reynolds' exaggerated reaction was too much even for him, as he broke character and started to reset to do another take. Turns out they didn't need another take though, as they kept his over-the-top reaction in the film. During a scene when Taika Waititi is arguing with Joe Keery's character, he mentions Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't care if he's Arnold frickin' Schwarzenegger.
In one of the outtakes, Waititi attempts to do an impression of Arnold, but quickly abandons the idea. Turns out, impersonating Arnold Schwarzenegger is a weak point for the talented Waititi. Sometimes, it's not the actors themselves that cause a blooper. Wardrobe snafus can be just as big an issue. In one scene, Taika Waititi's long jacket got caught on his chair, causing him to be pulled back and ruin the take. Lil Rel Howery couldn't keep his balance during this one take. He was supposed to run up to the edge of the set and look off, but accidentally went too far and lost his balance. So he had to bail out at the end and jump off. Taika was always goofing around on set, and no one was safe from his antics, not even the camera itself. During one take, Waititi grabbed the camera, got intimately close, and proceeded to stick out his tongue, because why not?
That is the thing that people want.
Reynolds always has the right jokes at the right times to crack up his co-stars. While filming a scene that sets up the final act of the movie, Reynolds quipped,
I think we just figured out the third act.
it sent Jodie Comer into laughter, and we can't blame her. One outtake showed Jodie Comer asking Ryan Reynolds,
Can you make me laugh?
Before Ryan could even respond, Comer burst out laughing, which tends to happen when you're next to one of the funniest men in Hollywood. Reynolds wasn't too confident in his abilities, however, as he responded with,
Probably not.
Stay humble, Ryan. Waititi seemed to be able to find moments for jokes and gags in even the simplest of situations. In this instance, Taika put his finger in the clapboard right before it clapped down, getting his finger caught. We wonder how they got anything done with him on set. In between takes, Jodie Comer decided to do a snap and point gesture, which caught herself off guard. She started laughing at herself as she wondered why she made the gesture in the first place.
That's my man.
Waititi proved that he does have some self-awareness when it comes to his ability to get a clean take. When filming one of his scenes, he confidently said,
That's one.
before they did another take. And then, shortly after, followed it up with,
Before I get it right.
at least he gave everyone on set a fair warning. It's no secret Taika Waititi had an absolute blast on set, and his dance moves are just more proof of this. One moment in particular had Waititi spotting the camera on the ground and dancing towards it without hesitation. We love that man's energy.
That's the thing about Antoine. You never know which one you're gonna get.
You can always expect some great bloopers when the hilarious Ryan Reynolds and Taika Waititi are involved. Free Guy was a fun film, and the actors and crew all seemed to enjoy creating the movie. What was your favorite blooper?